But I never said that he was touching them. That's a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't even at that point, at my most high point of being angry with someone, even then I wouldn't go so low as to lie on something that serious.
No. No. I don't have a reason to lie. And like I said, if any of that gets brought up, babe, your best friend said it. So, I mean, what can I really
say? Hey y'all, it's Destiny, and once again, Liv from Liv's Life decided to post some old stuff to try and help her in this storyline that she made up. If you remember last time, she posted text messages of her and Chris and tried to confirm that that was Chris trying to get with her behind Jasmine's back. She also said that that's why Jasmine and Chris broke up, because he really wanted to be with her and he really didn't want Jasmine at all. But also simultaneously trying to tell us that he likes children, he touches little girls, and that's what he really wants. So at this point, now we have Liv posting receipts of Strongmommy Chrissy. So first, let's get into that. So Chrissy said, imagine letting your boyfriend bathe your little girl and offering me prayers over internet BS. Emphasis on BS. Little girl, F you. Friend or not, you have more to worry about than me. So just to let everybody know, Liv said that the children were being touched for gratification by Chris. Liv also told Jasmine to just keep letting Chris grape your children. Now what Chrissy is saying is that Jasmine should stop letting Chris bathe the little girl. So while Liv was on live, that's when she decided to post this. So let's listen to a little bit of her live.
It is I should probably post it in my community tab. Let me post it so everybody can see it big and bold. Act like, hold on, Kamani. I really don't be the first one to say. If you guys pay attention, I really don't be. But it's funny how everyone blames everything on me constantly and acts like, oh my God, can you believe what she said? When it's already been said, insinuated, it's already been out there. The bath situation, that was the same type of situation I was told. If you guys look at the screenshot, it's the same situation I was told. So, like I said before, I have no reason to lie. No. I don't have a reason to lie. And like I said, if any of that gets brought up, babe, your best friend said it. So, I mean, what can I really say? What can anybody really say, you know? I think we should all just be wondering if it's the truth at this point. Is it the truth?
Now, the only thing I got out of what Liv said was the fact that she believes that people should believe what Chrissy is saying because she knows that she's a liar and nobody can believe a word she says. So she found something from 2022 and decided to say, you know what, this is what I was talking about. These are my receipts. You see, even Chrissy said it. But interesting enough, Chrissy also went live, and this is what she had to say.
Arguing with certain individuals online is like arguing with my 8th grader, my 7th grader, my 9th grader. I'm not gonna do that. I don't argue with kids, okay? Now, it is what it is, but it's not what it's not. And I think it's very clear for everybody who has eyes to see that, that's not true or whatever. I don't know what the narrative is trying to be thrown here, but it's one of those, I can't stand up and acknowledge what I've done and what I continue to do, and so I'm going to try to put it off on somebody else. I have nothing to do with this situation. This has nothing to do with me, and trying to bring me into it is ridiculous. Y'all saw the definition, and that is by textbook by what this is. I can't rationalize with someone who just cannot understand the scope of their own actions. So I can't have someone trying to, whatever this is, It's pathetic. I don't have time for it. I sit over here and I mind my business. I don't bother anybody else. And we're not going to make Chrissy out to be the bad guy because Chrissy has not done a thing to anybody. The things that are going around, even when I was at my most highest point of irritation and going back and forth and arguing, even I have morals. Even there's I wouldn't even have said. So coming from someone who got on this same here platform and accused me of having that you can't get rid of, that person can't sit here and try to nitpick and be like, well, you said this and I said this and da 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 da. This ain't me, baby. It's that frontal lobe that never fully developed. And it's gotta be something because I can't understand that. But just like my kids will say, I don't know, I didn't do this, it wasn't me, it wasn't my fault. That's very childlike to me. So all I'm gonna say is this. Listen, keep me out your you have to stand up, put your big girl panties on, and you have to own up to your own. This has nothing to do with me, nothing to do with anything you're talking about. The she's posting has not that is far miles and miles away from what she said, and everybody has what she said online. I don't understand. I just think it's very, very immature to continue to try to blame stuff on other people. I didn't get you here. Your words got you here. So own up and say I said it and stop trying to put me in some shit that has nothing to do with me. So that's all I'm saying. But I see people are getting really, really, really happy with the idea of trying to blame me for some shit like it's cute. There's nothing cute about that at all. Leave me out of it. And you're reaching. You're really reaching. Like, reaching. So, yeah. You always mind your business. Yeah. Still have a middle school mentality. Absolutely. Don't say any names on here or anything because I'm not even trying to give anybody any clout or anything. So I wanted to look up the facts. I just felt like this had to be what was going on. But it says most people develop cognitive abilities beyond childhood as they age. But it is possible for an individual to retain certain aspects of a child's mindset into adulthood, even past the typical developmental milestones, my bad. So to me, when I see that people try and do things that my 7th, 8th, and 9th graders do, it makes me think that might be what's going on here. You must not know that that's what you're doing. I don't know why she's trying to compare the things that she's said, the very disparaging things she says. She says things that are outrageous all the time, outrageously incorrect all the time, but really? Like, reaching. I think that's all I really wanted to add to that because I see she's on live right now and tried to post an old screenshot of, I don't even know, some shit from 5 years. She's stuck. I need to get that checked out. Need to get that checked out because there's something wrong with being stuck in the past, and I think therapy could really be helpful for that. When you see an issue within yourself, it's really, really important to get that taken care of because then you become a Tasmanian devil to society. Like, you're just out here doing whatever, God knows what, because you're bored or something. I don't know. Get a hobby, maybe. I don't know. But your hobby should not be fucking with people. As far as this whole, I don't even want to touch the shit with the 10-foot pole because it does not have shit to do with me. When I have something to say about somebody, I have no problem saying that to them or about them, and I stand 10 toes on everything I've ever said on this app. So I don't like all this fake fugazi ass shit. But just to clarify, just so everybody's on the same page, I never said shit about Jasmine's children in any way that would allude to the fact of whatever. What I said was, when Jasmine and I were going back and forth, I said some things about I thought it was inappropriate that her son was bathing her, or her boyfriend was bathing her daughter or something like that. But I got that offline. People were already saying that. But I never said that he was touching them. That's a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't even at that point, at my most high point of being angry with someone, even then I wouldn't go so low as to lie on something that serious. That's crazy. So don't put me in that shit. I don't appreciate that shit, because as someone who has children, yeah, you don't play with shit like that. You just never do. I would not play with somebody else's kids like that. So don't attach me to that narrative. Keep that narrative to yourself and hold on to that. You said you were told some things. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Don't take what I said and try to justify what you said. Just stand on your own. Because she talks on this app all the time about how she stands on her own. She don't need nobody to have her back, and how everybody's against her. Okay, so stay with that mentality. Everybody against you, don't nobody like you, whatever you said, and keep it to yourself. But don't try to pull me into it. Don't try to make me the scapegoat, because first of all, it's not working. And second of all, you have not a leg to stand on. Because at the end of the day, I'm not named in none of the bullshit you got going on. It's you and her and you, y'all together. Has nothing to do with me. So you can keep that shit over there to yourself. And yeah, that's it. Okay. I am out of it. I am not in it. The only thing I know is that my name keeps getting brought up in shit just to prove points that are inaccurate. So I wanted to leave the internet with some accuracy. Plenty of that. I'm not here to get in it, because baby, I got other things I'm worried about. But like I said, she posted a screenshot and is trying to put this off on me. We not finna do that over here. We're not finna do that over here. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time. I don't have time. So anyway, you guys all have a wonderful day. That's all I had to say. I just wanted to make that had to be said, because people are trying to put words in my mouth, and my mouth works very, very fine on its own. I ain't never needed a bitch to speak for me or to try to insinuate some shit. But the lowest, low down, dirty dog shit that you can do is try to take what somebody else has said or did or whatever and try and justify your actions. Baby, nobody made you get on this internet and say that shit. And honestly, if that shit was so true, stop talking about it. And why didn't you do anything that you were supposed to do at that time? If I were to know that my friend, you claim that y'all were friends, if I were to know that my friend came to me and said some shit like that, the last thing I would do is go to the internet and tell the internet and make it seem like you're bragging about knowing that. That's not cool, bruh. Like, that's not cool at all. I think at the end of the fucking day, just keep my name out of shit. This has nothing to do with me. I just has nothing to do with me.
So for the people that missed it, Chrissy said that she only said that about Jasmine's children being bathed by Chris because people on the internet said it. Chrissy said that she never heard Jasmine say that he was doing that. She never saw anything like that. But based solely on somebody on the internet saying it, that's where she got it from. I don't know if y'all know about the bath bomb situation, but I believe that Chris went in the bathroom to give one of the children a bath bomb. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what made people think that he was bathing the children. So it's pretty clear that Liv is saying that Chrissy has been the one saying stuff about Chris, and she's the one that first talked about how Chris was touching on the children. So you know what, I thought, let's go back. Let's see exactly what was said between Chrissy, Jazz, even Liv in this situation.
I mean, I wish these girls nothing but the best, but fuck the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit. And as far as Jasmine goes, love her to death. I really, really want the best for her and the babies. You know what I'm saying? All of them. Okay? She knows my core. Like, at my core, I love her. She was my best friend for years. You know what I'm saying? We were tight like this. Okay? But I'm not about to sit up here and cry a river every, like, how do I say this without being rude as fuck? Look, okay, let me go back a little bit. I have been the best friend that I could possibly be. It pisses me off. I've been quiet. I haven't said anything. People, you know, she thinks, and everybody else, you know, who had something to say during those times thought I was, you know, being a bad friend or whatever. She thinks that I chose the internet over her, and that is not what it is at all. I've never chose the internet over any of my friends at all. I would never fucking do that. But what I'm not about to do is sit up here and fake like shit hasn't changed between us. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a real relationship outside of YouTube, and it absolutely did change. And I hate the fact that people, that it just goes back to the internet and this and that. No, it's not, it has nothing to do with the internet. The internet is what I do. The internet doesn't do me, unlike some of these bitches. Okay? So I don't live for you guys. I love you guys. I put out content because it's what I fucking do. But do I live for anybody? No, I fucking don't. So it's just a different type of situation now. You know what I'm saying? I've tried. I've talked. I've done all of that. You know what I'm saying? I've been a good ass friend, even when she wasn't the best friend to me. And let me just be honest. I was a great ass friend to Jasmine, even when she wasn't the best friend to me. Okay? And y'all can read between the motherfucking lines. All right? I held her down even when everybody was like, well, I'm surprised Chrissy still fucks with you because you are fucking with Liv. I still was like, well, you know, look, listen, I don't fucks with that, but I don't judge you. You do what you feel like is right. Do what you feel like is right. Even when she shitted on me publicly by doing that shit. The bitch said I did cocaine. I had to go drop 2 drug tests. CPS came to my house twice because that bitch talked about drug affiliations. Okay, so yeah. I was offended by that, but I still was like, okay, go ahead and do what you feel like is best for you, because I can't stop you. Listen, I'm still a good friend to Jasmine. I'm still a great friend to her. Okay. I'm still a great friend to her. What I don't like, let's just be honest, I don't like her nigga. I don't care. I don't like him. I'm not going to tell her business on the internet because I'm not like that. But I don't like him. Don't like him. She knows why. It was that coupled with the Liv situation that really kind of broke our friendship up. I was quiet. I didn't really address it. I try to be cordial on the internet. But what you're not going to do is sit up here and act like I'm the op. No, bitch. I've never been the op. I've been the best friend. Even when she, like I said, she wasn't a great friend to me. Even when, even when I knew, I was like, okay, this is getting kind of crazy. This friendship's looking one-sided. Even though I never fucking bashed her on the internet, and I never will bash her on the internet. Okay? I don't agree with everything that the reactors say about her. I don't. Okay? Because I know her personally. But at the end of the day, bitch, don't play me. Don't play with me. That's rude as fuck. These bitches out here, I just don't understand them. At the end of the day, this shit is crazy. It's crazy. And I'm tired of people always assuming what Chrissy didn't. No, what? Do you know how many times I've kept my mouth shut? I have nothing negative to say because I would hate to not stop being friends with somebody or to not be close to somebody and somebody to talk shit about me. But I mean, god damn, you can't win for lose with these bitches. You're a good friend to them. You're there for them every time they need you. They want to talk. You know what I'm saying? You're there through all of the bad times, all of the fucking good times. I tried everything I could to be a good friend. And it's just like, if she feels like I chose the internet over her, then I feel like she chose, so I'm not gonna even say that. She chose up too. But I still love her. And I still wish the best for her. I wish everybody the best. I've been sitting here. I haven't said anything. You guys, every time I get on a live stream, everybody, for the longest time, just recently, like over the last, month, I stopped getting people constantly being like, what's your relationship status with Jazz? Well, how do you feel about Mommy on it? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? I've kept my fucking mouth closed. I don't have nothing bad to say about her. People want me to talk bad about Jazz so bad. I'm not going to talk bad about her. But what I will say is I'm going to defend my motherfucking character. Okay? I'm going to defend my character to the end of me. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Nobody's gonna come at me and act like I'm a horrible friend. I can only take so much. I'm human. I have feelings too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? I don't know. Even her IG story is very disrespectful. You handle your own well, protect your privacy and peace. Yeah. Silence speaks volumes. Yeah. So anyway, Jazz about to make a live crying. No, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just stating facts. I don't want nobody to think that I have a beef with Jazz. I don't have a beef with her. I don't have a problem with her. Okay? I don't want anybody to think that. That's not what I want everybody to think. But when I had said on a reactor's channel, I was on her live stream because one of my mods told me that she was giving me flowers. It was my birthday yesterday. So of course I go on there and I'm like, oh, hey, this is new. Reactors don't fuck with me. They don't like me usually. Okay? I've been bashed. I've been drugged through the YouTube streets a multitude of times. And she was handing out my flowers to me, and I was like, bitch, okay, what? This is a unicorn moment. I never thought I'd be getting complimented. So, and it was my birthday, so I was like, shit, I'm about to do it. And I guess that's a problem. Now, I don't know, I'm confused. But anyway, you guys, she's probably loud. Was showing mad love. Yeah, I see right there. Yeah. Look, and listen, I'm not gonna even talk about her guy, her boyfriend, because it's not my place to, you know, like I said, talk about people like that. But I don't like him. And that's just it. Y'all read between the lines. I don't like him. And yeah, I don't. And I say, he knows that. I've told the nigga I don't like him. He knows I don't like him. And it is what it is. I'm trying. It just wasn't until more recently where I just was like, you know, this is stressful. So I don't know what people want me to do.
Now, from what I gathered from this situation with Chrissy not liking Chris, it sounds like to me that Chrissy didn't like how Jasmine was being treated by Chris. It seems like she felt like the relationship was toxic and he wasn't a good person. But it's not giving that Chrissy knew about him touching on Jasmine's children. Let's think about this. Could Chrissy really sit here on a live stream and just say, oh, I don't like Chris? If Chris was actually doing what Liv said he was doing, it wouldn't be, oh, I don't like him. I feel like Chrissy would have used much stronger words. But let's move on.
Is she a cheater? She cheated on Strangler Bang. The caring friend? You never stuck up for Jasmine. Ever. No, she's not. Jazz is not a trifling ass. She's not. She's not. She's not. Clout chasing. What am I clout chasing off of? What am I clout chasing off of? We get the same amount of views. What am I clout chasing off of? You are not clout. We all are guilty of it. But I guess she wants to act like she's better. Once again, she would never. I know she's told mingling dingling over there Jasmine's business. If you guys want to think that she hasn't, you guys are dumb. Because she has. They were telling my business back and forth to one another. Okay? Jasmine told me too. I don't care. Because they want me. So obviously that's what they're going to do. So no offense, but when you stop with somebody, yeah, they're gonna tell your business. Just like I'm sure you're over there telling your little pug, mingling dingling, her business. What is Jasmine ashamed of? You've cussed her out, you've dogged her on social media, you've dogged her man on social media, you've done everything to this girl, and you think you're a good friend, and you did it to this girl while she was pregnant. When you know, Jasmine has told you, Jasmine has written you messages, how it hurts her feelings, how people in your life talk down on her, and you just allow it, because you're a dusty, bad friend.
Now, I don't know what this alleged essay situation happened, and I don't know when Liv found out about this, but Liv was definitely on here defending Jasmine and Chris as if her life depended on it. Now, in this next video, you will see Chrissy talking about some charges that allegedly Zolo has, you know, Liv's baby daddy. And the reason that Chrissy talks about this is because Rod's charges also came out. The man that Strongmommy Chrissy was engaged to, even though she was still married to DeMarcus. Well, his charges came out, and then some type of family violence charge came out. And everybody was trying to figure out, did he do something to Chrissy's children? Did he do something to Chrissy?
Why I would even talk to him with a previous domestic violence record. Number one, the reason why I continued to talk to him after I did it, because I do a background check on anybody I want to talk to seriously. So I already knew this stuff, you guys. The reason why I did talk to him was because it was from like 11 years prior. 11 years. And I just was like, you know, 11 years ago, he was 20 something, you know, he was in his early 20s. And I'm not the same person I was I'm not the same person I was from 11 years ago. And a lot of you aren't either, you know? So that's why I didn't hold that against him. That's like someone being a felon, and 11 years ago, they robbed a bank. So now, you know, you're going to hold that against them. Society's going to hold it against them. I didn't hold it against him. Now, if it was like recent or something that was like an ongoing thing.
I don't know exactly what happened in that situation, but I guess that made Chrissy come out and say something about Zolo.
I already know the type of person she is and the type of people she's been with. I mean, she's literally gotten them tatted on her body. This is the same person who said, you know, his records are sealed, so I can't pull them up. Because I'm sure that if I had a fucking child molestation or a sexual assault case on a minor boy and I was a man, I'd want that fucking shit sealed too. So I can't pull up, you know, her baby daddy's case. Oh, thank God for Moscato, bitch. I can't pull up her baby daddy's case and I'm reading somebody else's comments. Yeah, I can't pull up her baby daddy's case and read verbatim what happened and how he sexually assaulted somebody, but I'm just saying that's the same man that was in her house.
Now, I do want to point out that this is all alleged. I have no idea if any of this is true. But one thing Liv did when she came out here after hearing what Chrissy had to say is talk about how allegedly Rod was coming on to Chrissy's oldest daughter. Do you remember that?
The strangler making sexual remarks to your oldest daughter, bitch. Talk about that. Oh, you don't want to talk about that, right? You don't want that to get out. Oh, dear Lord, the rebranding. Dear Lord, the rebranding. Bitch, please. You ain't got nobody fucking fooled. That nigga is a felon. Period. A felon.
Talk about the strangler making sexual remarks to your oldest daughter, bitch. Talk about that. Oh, you don't want to talk about that, right? You don't want that to get out. Oh, dear Lord, the rebranding. Dear Lord, the rebranding. Bitch, please. You ain't got nobody fucking fooled. That nigga is a felon. Period.
Now, see, this is very weird to me. The fact that Liv is always the person talking about grown men coming on to children. For some reason, that is something that Liv always goes to. Her and Chrissy could be going back and forth, and then all of a sudden, now she's talking about Rod wanting Chrissy's oldest daughter. Liv and Jasmine could be going back and forth, and then all of a sudden, oh, Chris touched your children. It's very odd to me, especially if she doesn't even know if this actually happened or if any of these situations are actually true. But let's keep going.
Wrong, right? Strongmommy Chrissy, grow up. Grow the fuck up, bro. Oh, I just had to say this because I feel like this needs to be said. For you to get on here and say that you don't like my nigga, it's so funny because I remember a conversation we had, and I'm saying this, and how you would say, what did you say? I wish Rod was like how Chris was. I remember that conversation. And I'm not going to speak on all the extra stuff to why you said that, but miss me with that shit. You didn't like him because me and Chris got into an argument. And you felt like you had to insert yourself.
Now, I just want to remind everybody, this is 2022. This is not recent. But we have to do this because for some reason Liv likes to take receipts from different years and try to make them relevant for today. But I also have to comment on what Jasmine said in 2022. Chrissy wouldn't be able to insert herself in Jasmine and Chris drama if Jasmine didn't tell her everything. It appears that Jasmine tells her friends everything that's going on in her relationship, and then I guess she expects them not to say anything or feel any way about it. But I think this is around the time when Chrissy found out about Jasmine and Chris fighting over there.
And even though he came back, because you just put it all on social media, of course, you talk about spilling business. Even though he came back, he told you, he apologized to you. He didn't have to do that. He apologized to you for being an asshole to me. And then he apologized to me, of course. And you still had this hate. I don't know why you had this hate in your heart that day. I don't know. It's not like I would understand if this man put his hands on me or something. But we got into an argument. I told you about it in secrecy. And you decided to go behind my back while I was asleep and message him on Facebook. Wow. That was just the low. Now that was low. You know? And I told you, I was like, why would you do that? That's like me going behind your back messaging your nigga. Like, what? I told you that in privacy. I'm coming to you to vent. But you decide you want to go and message him. That's where she is telling y'all that she don't like Chris. Like, what the fuck? It's so childish. But at the end of the day, she still said that she wish her nigga was like Chris. And I'm not going to sit here and discuss extra information why she said that. I mean, it's nothing bad. Just know all that shit is cap. Don't believe everything y'all see on social media with that shit. And y'all know I ain't about that fake shit. I ain't about going back and forth. I ain't about lying, bitch. You want to get on here? You want me to, what she say? Fight your own battle. I'm fighting my own battle. And I've been doing that since the day that I said something to you for allowing bitches to talk shit about me and telling me, Jasmine, just ignore it. It's okay on your platform. And I never did this shit to you, bro.
I'm not gonna even go in about the live stream situation that you brought up because that was some petty ass bullshit. It was my live. It wasn't about you. I told people, stop. We're just gonna stay focused on what I'm talking about. It's my channel. That wasn't good enough for you. You wanted me to go in on a rant about why people should not talk about you as if I can change people's fucking words or thoughts or opinions. And I just wasn't trying to do that morning. I was trying to stay focused, which, you know, you wouldn't understand, I guess. Next situation at hand that I want to talk about is controlling. Huh? How was I trying to be a controlling ass friend? Show me where I was trying to be controlling at. I never tried to control you one bit. If that was the case, as soon as you went and befriended, you know, one of my enemies online, I would have said, fuck you, bitch, because you can't be my friend and be her friend. I never told you that. All right, so I got a phone call, but I got to go. So I'm going to wrap this up. because I gotta go do kid mom things. So, but anyway, I really was trying to say that, you know, the whole narrative that you're trying to push, Jasmine, is not gonna work. Like, the furthest from a controlling friend, and I have 2 years of screenshots, 2 years of iMessage threads to prove it. There's been so many things that went down in the course of our friendship, and not one time have I ever tried to control you. When you befriended the old girl over there, that would have been the time for me to be like, okay, no, I'm good, I'm done. I did not. I continue to be your friend. There's nothing controlling about my spirit, and anybody can see that. So that narrative you're trying to push ain't gonna work. Try it again, okay? Okay. And also, since we're talking about conversations that we remember having, I remember having a conversation with you, because that whole, I wish Rod would be more like, Chris, girl, get the fuck out of here. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Do you remember that one morning you called me crying, upset, and stressed the fuck out because of that shit that you had going on over there? Girl, do you remember I was so mad, I was so upset, I was in such a motherfucking shocking state, I started crying for you, on the phone for you, because I know what you went through, and I was like, damn, this bitch don't deserve that shit. She just trying to be a good girlfriend. Like, what the fuck? So when I hit him up on Facebook, I still have that thread too, by the way. If it needs to be posted, it can. Girl, don't you ever fix your lips to say that I was controlling. Don't ever fix your lips to try to say I was not a good friend. Don't ever. I made a decision to no longer be your friend because I don't like your nigga. You will fight harder for him than you will your own kids, with your own platform, your own family. Don't ever put yourself in a position. Don't ever put yourself in a pedestal to where you ever will think that I will ever let you blackmail me. I'm not the one. Do you understand me? I hope you see me and nobody else to do it for you. Okay? That's all I really have to say about that. Don't get on here talking about, if I was you, I'd shut up. If I was you, I would shut up. Difference between you and I, and don't ever forget it. I know how to wear my big girl drawers. It's not a flex knowing my personal business. It's not a flex trying to say that you'll air that out. That's what she's insinuating. Why? So everybody can know just how dirty of a dog you are? So you can get on here and tell everybody just how dirty of a dog friends you were. And say, hey, all of the things that she shared with me in personal confidence, I'm gonna tell you guys those things. For what? I haven't told any of your business. And I could. I've had opportunities to get on and talk about things and say more than I have. I've done. Even when you got online, or you had your friend get online and expose things that it was like half truths and half lies. I don't know what that was, but what that was, trying to start rumors or whatever, and that backfired. You lost so many subs, I don't even think your sub count is back up. So you want people to know the way you really are. Please go ahead and do it. Double dog dare you to. I'm taking it back to the old days. Trying to say something without saying something. Remember that time that whole shit came about, that whole situation had absolutely nothing to do with you. I'm praying for her. But was I praying for you when you had problems with your man? No, I didn't. I didn't pray for you publicly. I ain't say nothing publicly. I shut the fuck up and I minded the business that paid me. I said what I had to say to you because at the time we were friends. I told you were better than that. I told you don't deserve that. I told you all kinds of different things. Was my relationship perfect? No. That's why I dropped that nigga like a bad habit. Because see, unlike you, I'm not afraid to be by myself. It took me a minute though. To stop. What do I want to say? It took me a minute to get out of the cycle. Let me just put it like that. My son's crying. Give me a second. I might have to go. But it took me a minute to get myself about that mentality, that cycle, and I'm still working on that. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I'm perfect or that I even knew my worth fully. I loved him. I have love for him. But he is on a level that's beneath me. And it's okay to say that, okay? You know that Erykah Badu song, I guess I'll see you next lifetime. That's the type of situation that was. I guess I'll see you in another motherfucking lifetime, because this one right here, nigga, this one right here, I deserve much more. And when I'm unhappy, or when things don't shake the way they're supposed to shake, it's going to show. See, I can stand here and say, I picked the wrong one for me at the moment. It's time to pick another one. Or wait be by myself for a while until I find the right one, or whatever. I'm not too much of a puss to say that. I don't have to have somebody. I know people don't think that because I got 9 kids and a billion bajillion baby daddies. But baby, I'm learning. And like I said, I'm shaking at 32 years old, and it's just now showing itself in my life when I sit here and I look back on everything. I posted about this on my community tab. On everything that I have ever been through. I can't blame nobody but me. I did it to myself. I allowed myself to want to be loved so bad. And although I do carry myself with a high regard, and I do preach about how much I know I am worthy, I do struggle with self-worth because I do have a lot of kids. Because I have been through a lot. But what I was trying to say is, I had to adjust, and with life you have to adjust, and that's okay. I don't wish nothing bad on the girl at all. I don't wish nothing bad on her. I just hope that she gets everything that she deserves, because don't think that I forgot that last summer she and the other girl got on here and conspired to say all kinds of things about me, my relationship that I was in, my children, my STD or whatever the fuck status or whatever, not STD, but my status, trying to say that I had HIV and all kinds of different things. Don't think that I ever forgot about that. Okay? At the core, I was like, I can't believe this hoe, this, I'm not gonna call her a hoe, but I can't believe this bitch gonna sit up here and, you know what I'm saying, even allow that type of shit just because I said I don't like her nigga, or I don't want to be her friend anymore, because it's just, you know, I see some things on there that I see some things that I just am not cool with. And I tried to be cool for a long time. And I'm tired, you know what? I'm actually tired of talking about this shit. This is the first time in my entire life that I have had a friend, or what I thought was a friend, and we stopped talking, or we were no longer friends, and it became a fucking battle. Like, this is the first time, this is the most childish shit I've ever been through, which is why for a year, even though there's been a lot of times where I could have been like, bitch, besides the most obvious time, but you know, I could have been like, bitch, now come on, why the fuck do you feel the need to say something every time, this, that, and the third? But I have not. I kept my motherfucking mouth shut, because in all aspects, in all reality of everything, the girl is not to my standard in a lot of different things. Okay? Am I perfect? Am I like the best person ever? No. But not to my standard in a lot of different things. People DM me and tell me that all the time. A lot of my subscribers are always in my ear like, girl, don't respond, don't say this, don't say that, and I don't. But at some point in time, you can only beat a dead horse for so long. Like, what are you? Like, who are you supposed to be? And then you're gonna keep on threatening somebody. Sometimes if I were you, I'd shut up. Like, you don't have, like, I don't know your secrets. Like, I don't know shit about you and your nigga. Like, I don't know shit about your sexual life. Like, I don't know shit about you too. Like, what? Like, you sit up here real bold with it, like, oh, like I'm scared. I'm not no scary ass bitch. If you knew me for those many years and we were close, like I thought we were, as many conversations as we've had, you ought to know by now I'm not no scary ass bitch. I ain't never been one, and I don't back down from a challenge. But what I was trying to do was spare the situation, because who wants their business out there? Nobody. That's stupid. I ain't never even met a bitch to insinuate some shit like that, or even try to backhand and do some shit like that. Like, you are bottom of the barrel ass bitch to me. Like, if you was like, I just don't understand. I have never come across such a podunk ass bitch. Like, I've never in my entire life. So forgive me if I don't know how to properly respond, but I'm doing the best that I fucking can. Okay? And in this situation, I'm sick and tired of it. At this point, it's like, fuck you, bitch. Go find somebody else to fuck with. I've even tried to tell her a multitude of times, girl, don't be like me. Don't fucking be like me. If you see it, I mean, I was going through my own shit and still was trying to be a fucking bridge for this bitch. Like, don't be like me. You know, I'm not perfect, but I know I see it, and I already know, and I'm not saying, you know, whatever, I don't want you to be happy, but don't be like me. But that makes me a hater, right? Because that's what he wants you to believe. You're gullible as fuck. And that's why you can't sit at this table. Period. You just can't. You just never could. There's no room here for people who just aren't ready to wake the fuck up. That's why my relationship, the one you want to try to say I'm miserable, I'm not miserable. I'm happy. I'm at the most peace I've ever been in my 32 goddamn years, except for when I was a kid and I didn't know any better and I was naive. I am at the most peace in my adult life that I've been in a real long time. Why? Because I fucked up enough. I just had to get some shit off my chest. Don't ever sit up here and act like I wasn't a good friend to you because I got online and I publicly said that I do not like your man. I probably should have just called you, but you already knew those things. I got tired of people asking me, why aren't you and Jazz close anymore? Why da, 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 da? And finally I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. This is why we're not close anymore. And it was also a fucking newsflash for you, bitch. Do not ever get on here and try to fucking cap and act like just because you picked your nigga over your best friend or what I thought I was, I'm the bad guy. Or I've done something to you. Or now I gotta be your immediate enemy. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Love who you want. I hope it works out for you. I wish the best for you. I hope that the things that I knew y'all's relationship to be is never those things again. Because like I said, even though I do not like you as a person from what I've seen, especially over the last year, and I'm talking about the things that you've done directly to me. Because what you do to other people, with other people, or to your kids has nothing to do with me. But what you did directly to me, I don't like you as a person, bitch. But at the end of the fucking day, nobody deserves treatment like that. I wouldn't wish that treatment on my motherfucking dog. And then I sit back and I'm like, you know what? I can't sit here on a pedestal and tell anybody about their relationship. My relationship is not perfect. And I asked you, just leave me out of it. Because I will get more hype and motherfucking upset over a nigga's treating you wrong than you will. So I said, just leave me out of it. Love you. I wish the best for you. I'm happy for you. But leave me out of it. But who do you call? Me. At a point in time, y'all, my motherfucking brain capacity can only take so much because I do have a life outside this bitch. I got my own nigga. I got my own problems. I can only bear so fucking much. So yeah, it does start to make me drift apart from you. Because as I consider this girl my sister. Like, she close. Because I did share so much with her. Because whatever. But don't ever get on here and try to act like you know this and you know that, so you go to jail. I shut the fuck up if I was you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Make yourself look worse than you already look. Okay, go ahead. You could lose a couple more 1,000 subscribers. You know you can't afford to do that. I don't understand what the problem is here. I don't understand why you're trying to start a fight in a battle over a comment. You cannot tell me what the fuck to say. You don't run shit over here. Okay. I had to get that off my chest, y'all. Excuse me. I was like, I'm not gonna let these bitches sit up here and conspire to try to take me down because I don't want to be your fucking friend. And then, like a hoe ass bitch, gonna try to tell whatever business you claim to tell to a bitch who talked about both of us, stupid. Pathetic. Dumb. And I don't care if you guys are friends or whatever the fuck you got going on. I don't give a fuck what you got going on in your personal life. But when you bring me into it and you're like, oh, well, you should shut the fuck up. That's the shit that triggered me. Like, bitch, I ain't never gonna shut the fuck up. Never. Who the fuck do you think you are, bitch? Do you remember who the fuck bought your ass diapers when your nigga couldn't? I hope he can now. I hope y'all in a better situation now. But bitch, don't forget the shit that I did for you. Don't forget that. I thought it was a friendship where if I needed something, you can help me. And if you need something, I can help you. But don't sit up here and act like you've motherfucking got some type of hold over me where I can't, oh, she better not talk out of line, bitch. What? The way you talking, you act like you motherfucking got the keys to the goddamn kingdom. Stop talking to me like that. Pipe the fuck down. I don't like that shit. I'm miserable about it. I'm okay with it. Because if it wasn't for me standing up for myself and saying, I'm done with this, I can't do this, it's not, this relationship does not serve me, then I would still be here with the ring on my finger and would have a nigga in my bed right now. So it's not about keeping a nigga or not, it's the quality. But that's another class for another day. And yeah. But that's it. I mean, that's it and that's all. I'm just like, that's it. Just clarity. I'm trying to be a better me. I'm not perfect. I have fucked up. I have done things I'm not proud of. Somebody's crying. Oh, they're fighting. They're playing. Oh no, they're playing. Okay, I hear laughing. I'm like, somebody crying, somebody fighting. What's going on? But I'm gonna get off the phone. I feel like I'm on FaceTime, y'all. Like it's definitely easy to keep these niggas. Okay, don't take much. Don't take much these days. It's not real hard. I find it funny when people are like, you can't keep a nigga. It's not hard to keep a nigga. Ask Jazz. She knows. It's easy. All you gotta do is sit down, shut up, and do everything they say. Real simple. I know too much. You should shut up. Like, you sound lame as fuck, whack as fuck. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna get off of here. Her own mother knows I'm a good fucking friend. Because when that shit happened, popped off a year ago, her mom was in my DMs like, oh, yada yada. Like, I try to teach my kids the right way. I try to teach them the good things to do, blah, 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 blah. Like, Jasmine's crying. She, loves you. And I told her straight up, I said, I love Jasmine too. But there's some of her decisions I can't fuck with. I can't rock with. So some of those times in times like that, you gotta let people go. Wish you the best. Mwah. Bye. Don't mean I hate you. Don't mean I want to see you do bad. It just mean you can't sit at this table. But don't ever think you can fucking play on my name. Don't ever think you can pump me, shake me, none of that. Because, no. Anybody can get a man of that caliber. Those type of men are like, have you ever went down the clearance aisle in Walmart and they got a whole bunch of like little action figures marked down from like $13 to like $3.50? You're like, oh shit, there's a whole bunch of little action figures here. For $3, from $13 wasn't really that expensive, but $3.50, bitch, that's a deal. That's a steal. Them types of niggas are the types of niggas that jump down your throats because they see opportunity in you. Whether they feel like you can be molded, whether they feel like you are just dumb and they can just kind of weasel their way in. Nobody could be possibly jealous of that caliber of a nigga. And I'm not sitting up here saying that mine was great, was better. Because if he was, he'd still be in this motherfucker. But what I am going to say is, that type of shit, that's the shit that's on sale. The shit that you know, they got a lot because they couldn't sell them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can always get you one of them. I could go get me a nigga today, tomorrow. This like that. Nobody wants that caliber of nigga. That's why they're always available. That's why they're always there when you need them. Okay? So, I'm done. I'm done talking my shit. I'm out of here.
So y'all have to let me know what you think about this. Chrissy came out here and said that she only said that Chris was bathing the children because everybody else online was saying that. She only said that to get back at Jasmine. She didn't know if Chris was doing that or not. But what gets me in this situation is the fact that Liv is trying to act like she knew about this SA situation with Jasmine's daughters for years and just didn't say anything about it. She used it as some type of blackmailing thing for Jasmine. And if you think about it, it wasn't even an SA situation at first. Jasmine was afraid that Liv was going to tell everybody that her and Chris were over there fighting, physically fighting each other. And Jasmine was worried that that information would get out on the YouTube streets. So that was actually the information that Liv had. And I believe that Jasmine let us know that information on one of her live streams. And then for some reason, Liv decided to take it up a notch and say that Chris was touching the girls. In my opinion, I think that since Jasmine decided to get out here and tell everybody what was really going on over there with Chris as far as them fighting, Liv just had to say something else. She had to find a storyline that she could stick with and maybe people would believe. And with her finding that screenshot of Chrissy talking about the girls getting bathed by Chris, she feels like that is also helping her case. But I don't think she expected Chrissy to come out here and say she never heard that, Jasmine never told her that. She just said it because other people were saying it. And in my opinion, that's what Liv did. Liv came out here on one of her live streams that I believe she deleted, but she did say, hey, you all were saying that you think that Chris is doing something to the children. Everybody believes it, so I just went ahead and said it. That's what y'all all believed anyway. I believe that Liv is just running with this story because a lot of people believe that's what was going on over there anyway. Liv said she had proof that this is what was happening to those children.
This is how we're gonna do this. This is how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna tell your business now, since you think that you're telling my business. Okay, girl. I'm gonna tell your business now. If you keep going, if you take this further, I'm taking it further. You understand? Because my recordings will back up what I'm about to say. And I'll send them to Chris's job of him physically. I'll send that. I don't want to. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I don't. The day that you called me, the night that you called me, the speculations are true. You did let that man do what everybody thinks that man did to your baby. And the night that you called me and you told me that, you told me that he was trying to do it to your second oldest. And that's what started the whole huge fight between you guys, running after each other in the middle of the night, him dragging you out the car by your hair. Like, that huge fight started because of that. Tell the people, that's your household, that's what you allow. And you continue to allow him to be there, so that's on you. You told me that stuff that happens. I don't know if you thought that I was gonna be okay with it, I was gonna be cool, I was gonna be like, oh, okay. Because you allowed him to be there and stay there, even after he did that to your baby. And you thought in your mind it was gonna go, he was gonna stop, or I don't know what. I know that she just really wanted him to stay. She didn't want him to go. But the night that you called me, he was trying to do it to the second oldest, and you saw it. And that's what made you, and that's what started the big fight. And that's why there's nowhere to be found to this day. So don't blame me for speaking up for these poor children. Don't blame me. I'm the only one that does in this situation.
But did she go to court? Did she try to get those children in a better environment with safe people? No. Instead, she decided to put Jasmine in jail. Why didn't you take that information to put Chris in jail? If Chris actually did this to Jasmine's children, he should be in jail right now. Why is she not going after him? Or better yet, go after both of them if this actually did happen. Liv told us she has proof. She has proof that Jasmine's children were essayed by Chris, but he's still walking free. So I don't know if Chris did it. I don't know if he didn't do it. I have no idea. But what I do know is if Liv knew about it, if Chrissy knew about it, if Ming knew about it, and nobody did anything, there's a problem here. And especially if Chris was doing something to these children and Jasmine knew about it, all of you have a problem. But y'all gotta let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think Liv is telling the truth? What do you think about Chrissy getting on here saying that she only said that about Chris bathing the children just because everybody else was saying it? And if Liv actually had proof that Chris did this to some babies, what is wrong with her? Why wouldn't you be giving that to those detectives that she's speaking to? Just let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in the next one.
Do it with the kids. Should they leave the kids or leave? Should they leave the kids or leave with the kids? Leave with the kids. Leave with your kids. Do not leave your kids. Some people, I've seen some fucking people, it's not like it fucking matters, fuck those people, they don't know me, but I've seen people saying that I should have left my kids with him. Are you fucking kidding me? My kids would have, and I'm just being straight up honest, this is the fucking real, because I know those people, my kids would have been neglected, my kids would have probably gotten raped at some point in their life, my kids would have been so fucked up in the head if I left my kids. My kids would have been neglected, my kids would have probably gotten raped, straight up honest, this is the fucking real, because I know those people, my kids would have been neglected, my kids would have probably gotten raped at some point in their life, my kids would have been so fucked up in the head if I left my kids. I would never leave my kids with him. Never. And I'm not saying raped by him. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying raped by somebody in his fucking family. Oh, but see, let me not even go there. Let's just not even go there.